Is your pool water barely moving? Do you have weak return jets? Or maybe your filter pressure is low or your pump won't hold water? Hi, I'm Matt from Swim University, and when your pool water isn't circulating properly, it can lead to algae growth, cloudy water, chemical imbalances, and even damage your pool equipment. Now, the good news is that most circulation problems have simple solutions that you can handle yourself. So first, how should water circulate through your pool? Well, knowing a map of your water flow will help you diagnose the problem. First, the suction side pulls water in from the skimmers and your main drain, if you have one. Then water goes from pulling to pushing when it reaches your pump. This is where it enters the filtration system, which includes your pump, filter, and equipment like heaters, salt systems, and chlorinators. Finally, the pressure side pushes the clean water back into your pool through return jets. A clog in your skimmer, a dirty filter, or a bad connection at your pump can create circulation problems that affect your entire system. By the way, I've included a whole pool system map in the Pool Care Handbook. Plus, there's a troubleshooting guide for fixing any piece of equipment that might be causing circulation issues. Check out any of the links below. All right, so here's how to diagnose circulation problems. Now, before you start fixing anything, you need to figure out where the problem is occurring. Number one is to check your return jets. Walk around your pool and look at each return jet. Weak flow or air bubbles means there's a problem upstream. Now, if you're getting weak flow from all of your return jets, the issue is likely in your pump or your filter system. If only some jets have low flow, well, then you might have a blockage or a break in those specific return lines. Number two is to check your pump. A healthy pump should run smoothly without a lot of excessive noise. If you hear gurgling, grinding, or unusual loud sounds, your pump is probably struggling to move water properly. Number three is to check your filter pressure. Now, when your filter is more than 10 psi above normal, your filter needs cleaning. But if it's too low, something on the suction side or at the pump is restricting water flow to the filter. So let's start with how to fix low flow or bubbles coming from your return jets. Now, if the water is weak and you're seeing bubbles, here's how to troubleshoot it. Step one is to check your water level. I know this might seem obvious, but low water is the most common cause of circulation problems. Your water level should sit about halfway up your skimmer opening. If it's too low, your skimmer will start sucking in air instead of water, which can kill your circulation. Step number two is to check your skimmer basket. You want to remove the skimmer lid and pull out the basket and empty any debris blocking the water flow and make sure that the basket is seated correctly inside the skimmer. A tilted basket or a damaged basket will not create proper suction. Step number three is to inspect your pump basket. You want to turn off your pump and remove the pump lid. Clean out any debris and check the basket for cracks. Replace it if it's damaged and make sure that it's sitting properly inside the pump housing. Also, take a look at the O-ring on your pump lid. If it's dry or cracked or it's not seated properly, it can let air into the system. Step number four is to check for air leaks. Air bubbles coming from your return jets is a sure sign that air is getting into your suction lines. It could be from a loose pump lid, a cracked O-ring, or damaged plumbing connections. Now here's a neat little trick. You can apply some shaving cream around suspected leak areas while your pump is running. If there's a leak, the suction will pull in the shaving cream into the crack, showing you exactly where the problem is. Cool? All right, next. Here's how to fix low flow in your pump. If your pump is running but not moving much water, here's how you can fix it. Step one is to prime your pump. Sometimes your pump will lose its prime, especially after cleaning your filter or if air gets into the lines. Turn off your pump, turn the multi-port valve if you have one to recirculate, and remove the pump lid. Add water to the pump housing with a garden hose, and you can run the hose for about 2 to 3 minutes, then you replace the lid and turn your pump back on. You should see water starting to fill the pump housing within a few minutes. And if it doesn't prime after several attempts, you can check out our other video about pump priming. Step number two is to clear the impeller. The impeller is the spinning part inside your pump that actually moves water. If it's clogged with debris, your pump will run without moving much water. You want to turn off the pump and remove the housing screws to access the impeller. Use a screwdriver or a wire coat hanger to carefully remove any leaves, hair, or other debris wrapped around the impeller blades. Step number three is to check your valves. Make sure that all of your suction and return line valves are in the right position to let water flow. Partially closed valves will choke off water flowing throughout your system. Now for in-ground pools, you want to make sure that you're pulling water from both your skimmers and your main drain for optimum circulation. Step number four is to check your O-rings and your connections. When O-rings crack or dry out, they let air in. So you want to check your pump lid O-ring for damage. Look for cracks by bending it with your fingers and adding some silicone lube, or replace it if it's too damaged. Loose pump connections can also let air in. So you want to check all of your unions and fittings around your pump and tighten any loose parts, or look for damp spots where water might be escaping. Finally, here's how to fix low filter pressure. Low filter pressure, which is considered around 5 to 10 psi or more below normal, usually means water isn't reaching your filter fast enough. So step number 1 is to rule out blockages. You want to start by checking everything we've already covered: your water level, your skimmer basket, your pump basket, and your pump impeller. Most low pressure issues stem from blockages before the filter. Step number 2 is to inspect your filter media. Even if your pressure is low, your filter media might be part of the problem. For cartridge filters, you can just remove and inspect the cartridges. If they're collapsed, torn, or extremely dirty, they need replacing. For sand filters, the sand might be channeling. That means it's carved out little pathways allowing water to bypass the sand. And if your sand is old or clumped together, well, it's time to replace it. Now, if you have a DE filter, you just want to make sure that the grids or the fingers aren't torn or damaged and you have enough DE powder in the filter. Step number 3 is to check for suction line clogs. If everything looks good, but you're still getting low pressure, you might have a clog in your suction lines. You could try using a drain cleaning bladder attached to a garden hose to clear any minor blockages, but I would be careful not to damage your plumbing. You can check out our other video walkthrough if you think you have a clog. Now that you've troubleshooted the problem, here's how to keep that water circulating properly. 1 is you want to clean your skimmer and pump baskets weekly. Prevention is always easier than fixing major clogs. Number 2 is to check your filter. Backwashing or cleaning your filter can help with water flow. Number 3 is to run your pump for at least 8 hours daily. This is the key for good circulation. And be sure to check out our other video to get your exact pump runtime. Number 4 is you can angle your return jets properly. You want to point them at a 45-degree angle toward the bottom of your pool and all in the same direction to create good water movement. And if you need more help troubleshooting any part of your pool, I recommend grabbing a copy of the Pool Care Handbook at swimu.com/book or by using any of the links below. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy swimming.